What is family to you? A look at a family systems approach to therapy. Traditionally, in the 20th century, a family was thought of as two parents and one or more children. In reality, families are very diverse and can encompass many different people. A family systems approach views clients as connected to a living system, and the interactions of each member of the system influences all other members. Families are multi-layered, and just as they are affected by each other, they are also part of larger systems in which they are embedded, such as community and culture. So where did this approach have its roots? Alfred Adler is credited for being the first in the modern era to use family therapy, and his original conceptualizations can still be found within the different models of family systems therapy. Murray Bowen brought family systems to the mainstream. He focused on multi-generations, believing that unresolved problems within a family unit can be transmitted from generation to generation. Let's look at the Gilmore Girls, a multi-generational family perspective. How would a family systems therapist approach therapy with the Gilmores? Lorelai and Rory are mother and daughter. They consider each other best friends. They look to each other for advice and support. On occasion, Lorelai pulls out the parent card. Lorelai has difficulty sustaining relationships with men, finds it difficult to make that ultimate commitment. Lorelai has a precarious relationship with her mother. She doesn't feel she can ever live up to her mother's expectations. The fact that Lorelai had Rory as a teenager has made their relationship more difficult. Emily clearly wants to be a part of Lorelai's and Rory's life. Emily is hurt that Lorelai left home. She does not know how to be a part of Lorelai's life without being controlling. Rory is often put in the middle between her grandmother and her mother, creating what Bowen calls triangulation. If Lorelai were to meet with a family systems therapist, they might first complete an interview to learn about her life, and situation. Then together they could create a genogram of the family. In the first session with the family, there would be a focus on forming a relationship with each family member with the use of joining and reframing responses. Two key concepts of Bowen to look at when working with the Gilmores are differentiation of self, which asks, do you have independence of self from others, or are you emotionally reactive to what your family expects? In the video clip, you will see how Lorelai realizes she doesn't have differentiation of self. Triangulation asks, is there a triad effect where there is a 2 against 1 experience? In the second video, it shows how the actions of all three women are affecting each other both past and present. Both of these concepts would be important in helping the family to understand their relationships. Working with the Gilmores, you will need to collaboratively set goals in order to facilitate change. As you progress toward the goals, you will need to be flexible in selecting techniques, always making sure to keep the family's needs central. One thing a pre-service counselor must know about this theory is that this approach allows the whole family to examine the multiple perspectives and interactional patterns that characterize their family unit and to participate in solutions together.
Created using Powtoon.